Hey guys, so today I want to compare the Samsung Galaxy S4 versus the Galaxy S3 in terms of the browser. So both these have the Samsung's own browser, the TouchWiz browser here. So let's take a look, let's open them up. So we do open the same page over here. So of course, let's see here, it says, okay, wait a sec, this one is not connected to my Wi-Fi. Let's fix that. So the first thing you can see here is that we do get a little bit bigger screen here on the Samsung Galaxy S4 because that's a 5-inch display or 4.99 or something versus a 4.8-inch display here. So you get a tiny bit more of screen space over there. Of course, the Samsung Galaxy S4 also here has thinner borders on the sides, which definitely looks attractive. You can also see that the browser itself have changed color a little bit up here to a little bit more of a clean interface. Just some tiny differences over there, but still pretty interesting in how that works. In terms of features, you do get some extra features here inside of the Samsung Galaxy S4, and two of the most cool features is Air View, and also that you can scroll up and down with your hands, and also that you can scroll up and down with your eyes. So if we just try that out first over here, so let's see here if I do have that on. So right now I am looking at it. Let's see here if I do have Smart Stay on, because that is what the feature is being called. There we go, I haven't turned it on. So basically how this works is first you look at the phone with your eyes, and when it turns green, you just, now I look down, now I look up. Of course I'm behind the camera now, so it doesn't work 100% perfect. I look down, and then it scrolls down, and I look up, and I look up, and I don't even touch the display. So that's extremely impressive to show to your friends. It's pretty funny actually. So you definitely get more features here. So Smart Stay is one of those features. Then we also do have Smart Scroll here, which is another pretty epic feature, where you can scroll up and down with your hand, just going over the sensor. So as you can see, it works awesome. And of course, it will take some time to get used to, but once you are used to it, it is pretty cool. And then also one of the new cool features is Air View, where this is probably the most epic one. You don't even have to touch the display. You just hover over some text and it will zoom in perfectly when you just wanna, let's say you have this on the table and you just wanna see something pretty quick. You don't wanna zoom in, then you can do that. And of course, this also works in some other apps like Text app and your gallery on your Samsung Galaxy S4. But now when we only talk about the browser, I think that's extremely epic. I'm not even sure how it works, how we can know exactly where you are, the sensor, but it do work pretty good, or actually very good actually. But it is pretty awesome. So you definitely do get more features over there, those features that you won't get in the Samsung Galaxy S3. And then also when we take a look here, we can see that we do see kind of the same features over here. We do have the awesome Find on Page, incognito mode, so you can browse secure, and the desktop view thing. So if you always want to have the desktop view, you can enable that. The all brightness that you don't get on the iPhone 5, that is also extremely awesome. Also what we can see here is that when we are inside of the browser, we can see that the display on, I mean, we already do know that the Samsung Galaxy S4 comes with an HD display, full HD 1080p versus a 720p display here on the Galaxy S3. Does that really make a difference? When we look here, sure, you can probably see a little bit of a sharper text here, but the main thing here is that the display actually looks like it's displaying color better as well. So the Galaxy S3's display looks almost a little bit yellowish versus the S4, if you do ask me. So definitely that the white color look better here on the Samsung Galaxy S4. So that could be pretty nice to know. So better color accuracy on the S4, and also the display seems like it's a little bit brighter. Also, you can see I have 100% brightness on both here. And you can see also that the TouchWiz UI is a little bit different here. I think it's a little bit more cool inside of the Samsung Galaxy S4. And also, if we continue on here, something that I did notice that it could be a little bit annoying with the Samsung Galaxy S4 in the stock browser here is that they have made the tabs a little bit different. So when we tap on tabs here, let's just also turn off this little feature like Smart Scroll. So that's also one thing that could be bad with air gestures. Sometimes you don't even want to use them, and then you might have to turn them off, and it could be a little bit annoying like that. So this is the new tab system compared to this tab system, which is the kind of like the iPhone tab system. So this is the difference. Here you can use swipe to remove. And something I did notice was that it's probably a little bit better UI here on the S4, but it fires up very slow. So if you do fire them up at the same time here, we can see here that it's way quicker, or not super way quicker, but it's a little bit quicker here on the S3, and that's something that I still do believe that they can make this UI better. I don't think it's as good as the iPhone because it's a little bit slower, and in the S4 it seems like it's even slower. So a little bit annoying over there. So what could be better here on the S3 could actually be that tab system. And now also if we zoom in here, first we can see here in terms of performance when we go in and out. One thing also I did notice here was that when you zoom in, it's actually better on the S4. I do have the GT, the Galaxy S3, the 4G variant GT i9-305N, and when I try to zoom in here, it's a little bit slow here to react, and I'm trying to zoom in. Not super slow, but you can see my hands have to go really far away used to zoom in here on that thing, while it's way easier here to do the same thing on the Galaxy S4. So not a super big thing there, but there is a little bit of a difference over there. Also, if you take a look here, when we double tap, so you can see that we don't have any major difference over there when we double tap. And let's see how much we can zoom in total. So you can see there that it's about the same. And also if you tap on this, maybe, yeah, we had the same time there, shouldn't be any major difference. Maybe a tiny bit quicker here on the new S4. But in general, you won't see any major difference. If you will see a difference though if you're on a carrier and if you don't have the 4G version of the Galaxy S3, because they do come in different variants. And then of course pricing will be a big thing for many people. So here we have a new phone, Xperia L. We can also see the performance here. They're loading up about the same. And let's see here when we zoom in and go out, we can maybe see that it has to do a little bit more running on the S3, but not a major thing. But really the display that the S3 looks a little bit yellow, or a lot yellow here compared to the S4. You really see that difference when you hold them up together. You won't actually see that difference if you just use your S3. You won't actually see that it looks a little bit yellow because you don't have something to compare it with. But if you do compare it against the new Samsung Galaxy S4, you will probably see that a little bit. So just go back. And also, if you want to have Flash, of course, Flash is not available in the stock browser now with the latest version of Android. Of course, the latest version of Android, you get a new version of Android here in the Samsung Galaxy S4, Android 4.2.2, but it is coming out very, very soon for the Samsung Galaxy S3, so that is of course pretty nice. Then we might even see some improvements that we do see in the S4 inside of the S3 browser. But hopefully you did enjoy this video, and there's not really a major difference, so now you know that if you didn't know already. Have a good day.